Good morning. I'm Gary DeWaal, and this is Bridging the Week for October 24th to 28th, and today is October 31st, 2016. CME Group commenced and settled disciplinary actions against two apparently related individuals that sounded eerily like securities industry Tippee and Tippee insider trader actions, while ICE Futures US and CME Group finalized interpretations that permit pre-hedging of certain block trades prior to execution by the relevant principals. In addition, the Commodity Futures Trading Commission announced that amendments to proposed regulation automated trading will be forthcoming later this week. Today is Halloween, so I can get home and begin trick-or-treating before it gets too late. Let's get started. Two apparently related non-members of the Chicago Mercantile Exchange agreed to be permanently barred from ever trading on CME Group exchanges and to remit trading profits of $407,491 for allegedly trading on misappropriated information. According to CME, between January 2011 and October 2012, Stuart Madden disclosed non-public audit information of his employer to Paul Madden, and Paul Madden used that information to establish positions in Euro FX futures positions that he often offset opposite the employer's account. In an unrelated matter, Arvog Trading LLC agreed to pay a fine of $205,000 to the CME because of two incidents with its automated trading systems. On November 13, 2014, claimed CME, an Arvog ATS did not function as intended because of, quote, improper configuration modification of the ATS's code, end of quote, and caused the execution of 17,000 contracts in the associated legs of the Eurodollar complex. This, said CME, caused price and volume quote-unquote aberrations over a 9-second period. Also charged CME on several occasions in June and October 2014, quote, ATSs that Arvog operated did not operate as intended as a result of supervisory errors, end of quote, although there was no significant market impact. Arvog also agreed to pay a separate fine of $40,000 to the US Chicago Board of Trade because of alleged configuration errors and a failure to deploy self-match prevention technology that caused numerous self-match trades, as well as price and volume quote-unquote aberrations on July 6, 2015 in the September 2015 two-year Treasury futures contract. Finally, Natexis agreed to pay a fine of $75,000 to resolve Chicago Board of Trade charges that one of its automated trading systems allegedly entered incorrect orders in 29 federal futures contract months, causing quote-unquote aberrant prices. According to CBOT, at least part of the cause of Natexis incorrect orders was attributable to the failure of an employee to deactivate a certain pricing tool associated with its automated trading system. As previously proposed, ICE Futures US updated its block trading frequently asked questions as of today to authorize the pre- or anticipatory hedging of futures and related option block trades by principal counterparties prior to a transaction's execution under limited circumstances. Parties to a block trade may now, quote, engage in transactions to hedge positions which they believe in good faith will result from the consummation of the block trade which is under negotiation, end of quote. However, such authority is not available to intermediaries that take the opposite side of a customer's order. If an intermediary takes a customer's order for a block trade, neither it nor any affiliate may enter into a hedging trade until after the block trade is formally executed. Last week, CME Group also updated its market regulation advisory notice regarding block trades to parallel IFUS's new guidance. Absent CFTC objection, CME Group's proposed guidance will be effective November 8th. I have some example of the do's and don'ts under IFUS's and CME Group's new interpretation on the article version of Bridging the Week. Check it out. The Commodity Futures Trading Commission will host a public meeting on November 4th to consider a supplemental proposal regarding regulation automated trading, initially issued in November 2015. Previously, Timothy Massad, CFTC chairman, indicated that amendments to initially proposed Regulation AT would likely modify but not eliminate initial requirements related to registration, source code, and who is obligated to maintain risk controls. Last week, during a conference on the evolving structure of the U.S. Treasury market, Mr. Mass had indicated that one of the justifications for adding a volumetric test to assess who should be newly required to register as a so-called AT person is that often, quote, a small number of traders can represent a large percentage of total trading volume. For example, he noted that during the recent collapse of the British pound on October 6, 2016, during illiquid trading hours, the 10 most active firms constituted 60% of all trading activity in CME's British pound futures contract. And finally, the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority announced that it was conducting an industry-wide inquiry to review cross-selling programs at broker-dealers. Among other things, it will be reviewing what incentives are provided to broker-dealer employees to promote bank products of an affiliate or parent company to retail customers, add features such as securities-based loans or credit and debit cards to broker-dealer retail accounts, and the opening of additional broker-dealer retail accounts for customers. Separately, the Securities and Exchange Commission announced that it will be reviewing registrants' compliance with key whistleblower provisions arising from the Dodd-Frank Wall Street Reform and Consumer Protection Act. Among other things, the Office of Compliance Inspections and Examinations will be looking at registered investment advisors and broker-dealers' compliance manuals, code of ethics, and employment and severance agreements to ensure there is nothing inhibiting employees to take advantage of their whistleblower rights. Well, that's it for this week's edition of Bridging the Week. As always, there is more information and more articles on the article version of Bridging the Week in the article version of Bridging the Week on the website. Check it out. I'm Gary DeWaal. Have a great week, and until next edition of Bridging the Week, ciao.